Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Arm Wrestling Simulator, where today we're going to try to beat the final boss over here in World 8. Oh wait, no. I'm just kidding. Our goal this video is to beat the final boss all the way in the new World 9 update that just dropped a few days ago. But we have a really long way to go in order to do that, because if you could see the number above my head, we only have 294 SX strength. And if you're like, hey, that's not a lot of strength, you would be correct. And that's because in one of my recent videos, I decided to rebirth a few extra times, because in the recent update, they did add 20 extra super rebirths, which mean I get around a 10% extra strength boost when I do train. So it helps me out a little bit in the long run, but in the short term, I lost every single little bit of strength I've been gaining over the last like 4 months in Arm Wrestling Simulator. And so now, even in World 8, which just last week or just a few days ago, I could actually destroy this Divine Trainer boss. As you can see, he is absolutely destroying me. So our goal and objective today is to get not only out of World 8 here, which is the Roman Empire, but to go to World 9 and to beat the final boss in World 9, because then that would be giving us a ton of wins, which would allow us to open up some of the new best pet eggs and to get even bigger and better pets, which would make us even bigger and better and stronger, which is of course what everyone wants to do. Now within Arm Wrestling Simulator, of course, there's a few different ways you can go about getting strength, and for me personally right now, the best pet on my team is this Soldier Dominus with a 1.45 billion boost, and then the rest of the pets that I have equipped are a bunch of these glowing reindeers with the Best Friend A enchant, and this Best Friend A enchant means the pets will always be 160% as powerful as my best pet. And so 160% times 1.4 billion is around 2.3 billion. And so right now our total pet team that we have equipped is around 104 billion stat multiplier, which is absolutely insane. But that also means if we're able to level up our Goliath Goes Soldier Dominus just a little bit through the use of things like pet XP and apples, then that would also make the rest of my pet team a whole lot better. So let's see, with 23 apples, that make it even one level. Oh, so we actually ended up getting 2 levels off of that, which gives us 15 million more strength on this pet, and that also gets translated to the rest of our team. So it's not a big boost, but again, any little strength goes a really long way at this point in the game, and so I'll definitely take that. But we really can't make any big leaps or bounds at the moment unless we wanted to invest a ton of Robux into our pet team. But there are 2 areas in this video that I will be trying to focus on and upgrading. One is my trails, and unfortunately, we actually can make a slight upgrade right now from 385 to 410%. But later on, these trails that were added for World 9 do get pretty good, from 50D to 7.5 TDC wins. They do add a lot of strength. But also in World 8, a feature that was added was this forge machine that allows people to combine up and forge up a bunch of arms. And when you do that, they get super strong and super powerful. And so the new best arm in the game, I think, is like a 5,040% boost or something crazy, and our best arm is a 3,900% boost. So I think I'm actually going to quickly go try to trade and purchase one of those 5,400% boost arms, because that would give us around a 20 to 25% boost on our strength, which would be a really big help early on in this process. So let's see if we can't go find one of those arms and find out how much we're gonna have to shell out in terms of Robux. All right, well, it looks like that was a little bit easier than I imagined. People are only asking for around 150 tokens for this arm, which is kind of insane when you think about it. It's a 5,000% boost arm, and so that seems like a really good deal to get immediate 25% strength boost just spending 150 Robux, because again, tokens in Arm Wrestling Simulator are like a 1-to-1 for each Robux. It is 1 token, so that was a huge help. And so let's see, yeah, because right now I actually have this exact same arm. I have the Poseidon 3900% golden arm, so I'm not sure how people manage to get these strength 5%. Maybe there's a glitch, I don't know. Somehow these items just start floating around the game. I don't ask much questions, I just kind of take advantage of it. We smacked it on. Oh wait, what? That just gave us like a 50%. Did you see that? We just went from like 2 SP to like 3. What? That is huge. That cuts the amount of training we need to do in like half. Are you kidding? Bro, that's awesome. Okay, so now that we have the arm situation all squared away, the next thing we've done is we have joined a server with some of our ult accounts in it. As you can see, we have a bunch of friendly faces in here. We also have a 120% friends boost, but something we're also missing out is our plus 150% strength boost for just being in the server. But we're already getting 113 QI per curl. So if we stay in this server for around 2.5 hours, we should be getting the full, I think, like 250 to like 300 QI per curl, which will be absolutely insane. And as you can see, basically every curl or two of this barbell, we are getting like 0.1 SP, which is pretty insane when you think about it. So we should be able to defeat this final boss Divine Trainer, I would say within the next day or so. I honestly have no clue. I haven't really grinded strength within Arm Wrestling Simulator, honestly, in quite a while. I haven't really needed to, but now that we have the best arm, we kind of have the best trail. Not really. I guess we can go check the garden and see if there's any apples we can purchase. We can purchase these. I mean, we have a bunch of tickets. We're not really using anything, our tickets for anything. I guess we can purchase apple seeds as well. Hopefully the garden will be getting an update soon. We can harvest these apples. It doesn't really hurt at this point. How long does it take? 3 minutes and 30 seconds is so long. What the heck? All right, but again, we go to our items. We've got 35 regular apples coming its way. And now the Soldier Dominance is level 20. So we've already got it at level 5 levels right there, which is pretty solid. But as far as increasing strength production or strength multiplication, oh wait, there's one last thing we can do. I think we're gonna wait a little bit. There is one code that was just released. I think it's Flames. From the latest update, it's 3x strength training for 4 hours, but I'm probably gonna wait until we get a 150% strength boost, because at least then I think we'd be getting somewhere around like 700 QI per curl or something ridiculous. So we'll wait a little bit for that to happen. And again, we can't really purchase any of these OP trails, which honestly would probably give us another like 20% strength boost if we were able to afford one. Probably can't purchase one of those for a little bit. But yeah, all that's have to do is sit here AFK. I think I'm gonna check back in probably in around like 6 or 8 hours. I have no clue how far along we're gonna be. Hopefully we'll be kind of close to beating the Divine Trainer, so we can at least move on to World 9. But again, I don't know. It's all pretty insane, and I just wish I had my strength back. All right, so I may or may not have lied, and it is the next day. We have 12.2 octillion strength. Okay, I said we're gonna check it in 6 hours, but I came back to my PC and we had like 1.9 octillion strength. And I was like, all right, this isn't really enough to do anything. I couldn't even move on to the Roman Empire because we actually had to start AFKing the Divine Trainer, and we were so broke, so down bad on wins that we just really couldn't do anything. We were stuck in the Roman Empire. We couldn't move on to the underworld, and I was like, you know what? Well, let's just go to bed. Let's wake up. Let's see what happens. I think I woke up to like 4 octillion strength, and I was like, oh yeah, we're cooking. And then I remembered there was a brand new code that was just released. It is the code Flames. It is a 3x strength boost for 4 hours, I believe, or maybe it's 3 hours. So I put that on, and as you guys just saw in the footage right there, the time-lapse footage, we were getting 1.6 SX strength every time we curled this barbell. And that's because if we go ahead and actually join up one of our little friend servers and we go, oh, okay, I kind of leaked my my gameplay over here, but we grab this barbell, you can see that we're getting 173 QI per curl, and that is without any sort of strength boost over here. Now, I also did kind of forget that back in the Christmas event, I managed to get a ton of pet wearables. So this, I believe, okay, actually, just for the sake of scientific research, we're gonna go and take all of them off, and let's quickly see. We're getting 171 QI per curl. Wait, did that do nothing? Okay, let's go put those back on, because that apparently means we weren't getting any boost right there. But I do know, I feel like we were definitely getting a boost, 173 QI. And then let's scroll down because this should give us like almost a 50% boost if I'm not mistaken. I will say the way you put on pet wearables is like super sucky, and like they definitely got to revamp this, at least for putting on a ton of these at once, because like I can't even tell which one of my pets has on these wearables. All right, but there we go. We go ahead and curl in there. So it is a little bit of a boost, 231 QI. So that's actually like I want to say that's like a 30 or 40% strength boost. So then you count in the time strength boost when you wait a full like 2.5 hours, and then the 3x strength boost. We were getting an absurd amount of strength. So I originally thought this was going to take like 3 or 4 days to be able to get enough strength to beat the boss. No, with the code, with us being able to get to world 9 into AFK for like basically half a day here, and with these pet wearables, we were able to get an insane amount of strength. Actually, no, there's no way we're even close to being on like the top 50 strength leaderboard. I guess we can go back to the spawn and check. Yeah, I mean, we have 21 SP strength, and the very bottom 50th place is like 91 SP, so we're still really far away. If we sat here for like a few days, maybe we could get kind of close, but it's just not worth it. There's no point at all. But ultimately, what we did this for was to get enough strength to beat this final boss over here. And while it says we only need 10.4 octillion strength, we've got 12.2. Let's go ahead, chuck on our winner team, chuck on our strength potions, and let's go and see how many wins do we get from beating the Molten Blaze boss. Okay, it's kind of slow, not too bad. 1.9D wins. Holy crap. That is without any sort of strength code. That's without any 3x codes. I know there's like a ton of codes out there now that give like 48 hours worth of like triple X wins. So in theory, the max amount of codes or wins we could get is like almost 6D wins per time we beat this Molten Blaze boss, which is just absolutely insanity. But again, I will tell you that is pretty gnarly. And now we are also quickly racking up some wins. Oh, I did forget trails. We should be able to hopefully afford a new trail kind of soon. Did I purchase any? No, we didn't. The best trail we have is a 410% Centurion trail, but there is a shadow trail for 350D wins. Oh wait, we can actually afford that right now. I thought we didn't have enough wins for that. Let's go and see. We have 12.2 OC. Go and pop that on. Let's go and fight. And we have 13.8. Oh my gosh, that's huge. That's huge. Now I know there are some better trails. I think is the best one 525, 530%. Oh, that's actually a pretty big jump as well. Now 7.5 TDC wins is a lot. I'm not sure how many wins per hour I would get from beating this boss, but also something over the last few days I have been doing is we've been cooking up something pretty devious with all of our alt accounts here, and I'm not sure if you guys see this. This is the Poseidon arm, the 54-60% Poseidon arm. I actually went ahead and was able to purchase an extra 8 of these arms for all of my alt accounts. Now I was able to do this because, as you guys saw, these arms are super cheap. It's like 100 tokens per arm. So because of that, I was able to like double the strength of all of my alt accounts. So they're all up and running on my laptops. But as you can see, they all have like 10 octillion strength. This guy's got 11. This one's got 10. I think the weakest is around, 9 octillion, which I still think is enough to beat this boss. And the reason I wanted to get all these alt accounts strong enough to beat the final boss is, well, because I won a lot of wins. This egg over here, you need 2.4D wins in order to open it. And this Shadow Hound pet, I believe, is a 1 in 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. Yeah, 1 in a million odds of getting this pet right here from this egg. And so even with all of the boosts and the luckiness, you would still probably have to open like 50-ish thousand eggs to get one of them. And so basically that's beating the final boss like 50,000 times. And doing that on the main account, we could beat the boss. I think it's like 20,000 times a day. But having 10 alt accounts or 8 alt accounts who could beat the boss as well, that helps a ton. And so that was sort of the game plan. And as you can see, we're pretty much succeeding in our world domination game plan here. And also, wait, what is the wins leaderboard looking like now? Oh my god, 241 TDC. What's the bottom? Oh, only 16. I think there is a chance that if I get my alt accounts cooking on the boss here soon, I think I'm gonna let them AFK for like another day or so, because that way I think each day they get basically like 1 octillion strength, maybe like 1.5 octillion. I just want them to be able to beat the boss a little bit faster. I think there's a chance we could have like 10 accounts on the leaderboard at the same time, which that would just be hilarious. It's kind of the game plan at the moment, but we're finally strong enough to beat the final boss in Arm Wrestling Simulator. We got the strongest arm in the game. We don't have the strongest trail just yet. We will ultimately end up getting it. We, of course, have all the rebirths. We ended up using 31 of these pet wearables, and again, purchasing 2 pet wearables slots. Like, I do know in World, what are we, World 9, they did add this Demon Crown. It is 75% boost for a pet wearable, but just because of how they work, you would need basically like 30 of them to realize any sort of boost. This 35% isn't bad, but 50,000 tickets is basically 2 days of grinding, and so it's just kind of hard to get your hands on. If they make it so you can trade these items, that would actually be really cool. So who knows, maybe we'll be able to grind up a bunch of tickets on these alt accounts whenever we start grinding wins, and maybe in the next update or two we could purchase these, trade these items, and then we'll be able to make this account super OP. But dude, that just looks so funny. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Looks like maybe one of my alt accounts disconnected, or oh no, I know what. I logged him out because I needed to use him for something, but we should have 8 accounts in here again, which is just so silly. And also I haven't used, I don't believe the flames code on any of these, so that could also give these accounts some nice boosts as well when it comes to gaining strength. But again, let's go see that one more time. 1.9D wins for being the molten boss, and this means whenever the next world, the 10th world in Arm Wrestling Simulator, comes out, we will be ready to move on to that world. We'll be pretty down bad. We won't be able to really gain a lot of strength because gaining strength right now has slowed down significantly. Even on my main account, my pay to win account, we're only able to get like 10 octillion strength a day, so it is a grind. We have been grinding recently over the last few weeks, and it feels like the grind is slowly paying off. But hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Let me know if I should actually get all these alt accounts AFKing and grinding this boss over there, so that way we can dominate and take over the wins leaderboard. I think that'd be super hilarious, super funny for a video, and it feels good to be back on top after super rebirthing and losing all of my strength. But with that being said, it has been your boy Quacks. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and as always, I will catch you guys in the next one. Deuces.